Jimmy Garoppolo as the new face of the franchise in New England. And Mr. Sharp, according to the ESPN story, what happened? Tommy went to Daddy, right? He went all the way upstairs to Daddy, and he said, "Are you going to let him get away with this?" And I was all for Tom Brady saying that because he had earned the right to say that. And Mr. Kraft, as you call him, made the right decision. He sided with the quarterback over the quote-unquote GOAT head coach. And he said, "Bill, you will trade Jimmy G." And Bill, out of spite, I believe, just called up Kyle Shanahan and said, "You want him? You got him. You can have him for a second-round pick. Here, I give you your starting quarterback." That was a fireable offense to me. But then it started. From that point on, it started. Do you remember what happened in that year's AFC Championship game?
I do.
Jacksonville, called Saxonville at that point, one of the top 5 defenses in the league, went to Foxborough and had a 20-10 lead going to the fourth quarter. 20-10 with that defense. And all Tom Brady did in the fourth quarter was throw for 138 yards and bring them all the way back to victory and to the Super Bowl. He did so with 12 stitches in the palm of his throwing hand.
He did.
And afterward, Bill Belichick was asked about his quarterback playing with 12 stitches, and he said, "Well, it wasn't exactly open heart surgery."
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
It wasn't. That had to steam Tom Brady. So then what happened? They go to the Super Bowl, and what did Tom do in that Super Bowl? With the 12 stitches just having come out of his hand, he throws for an all-time playoff game record, 505. He puts up 33 points, and he loses because Belichick's defense gives up 41 to the Eagles' backup quarterback, the now forgotten Nick Foles, that you have little to no respect for. Hung 41 on Belichick's defense. Why was that? Well, in large part, it was because Malcolm Butler inexplicably got benched for the entire game. The starter on defense, who had played the most snaps in the regular season, inexplicably doghoused for the whole Super Bowl. And Tom Brady was furious over it because he should have been, because Belichick cost him his 6th Super Bowl that day. 33 should have stood up against the Eagles. You know it, and I know it. So about a month later, Tom Brady came out here to Santa Monica, not far from where we're sitting right here, right now, to do a speaking engagement. And he was interviewed, as LeBron was in the decision, by Jim Gray. Do you remember this?
I do.
And Jim asked him, "Do you feel appreciated by Belichick and Kraft?" And Tom Brady answered, "I plead the 5th. Tom Brady, the robotic quarterback who says all the right things, said, "I plead the 5th. Jim Gray asked, "Well, are you happy?" Tom Brady said, "I have my moments." What?
Everybody got moments.
You have your moments? Are you kidding me?
What person happy all the time?
Oh, okay. So he was clearly miserable at that point. That was just after the end of 2017. But he stays miserable, and he still lifts Belichick's team all the way to the AFC Championship game at Kansas City. And in overtime, he converts 3 straight 3rd and 10s. That's almost statistically impossible, but he did it. At Patrick Mahomes, 3 straight 3rd and 10s he converts to win the game in overtime and lift them to another Super Bowl.